Welcome back to part 2 of the data structure dictionaries. Today we're going to be looking at simple namespace. Disclaimer, and let's jump straight into it. Now, in our previous video, when looking at the dictionaries, we had our structure set in this way, which is basically our key value pair dictionary here, and then we assign it to a variable called person, and we access them using the what I call traditional way. So basically the person, which is the dictionary, and passing in the key that we're interested in within a square bracket. And in the same fashion, to assign a new value to an existing key, we use the dictionary, and then pass in the key within square bracket, and assign the new value as per this approach. So, and then we can print it and see what the content is. Now, today we are trying to provide an alternative, a dot access approach, and it may or may not have benefit for your use case, but it's good to know that there is something out there that you can use if you ever want to. So I'm gonna comment this out. And what is simple namespace? Simple namespace is basically another way to turn your dictionary into some sort of object, or objects that you can access using dot space. So the way you go about doing that, you need to import the simple namespace, as the word suggests. But first you need to bring in the types and then import the simple namespace. This is inbuilt. There is no need to install any additional package, so Python comes bundle with this. So, and then you can import a JSON if you are going to be using data from a JSON file. In my case, I do have one, as you can see, hence why I'm bringing in the JSON in. So if you're not using a JSON file, so you don't feel pressure to import that, you can just stick to the types and simple namespace as per this line over here. So now what I'm going ahead and I'm going ahead and do is to create a different variable, person underscore dictionary, p underscore dictionary, and I'm assigning it the same value. So you can see we have a name, Zoe, age 30. And now once I have that, I'm able to turn this dictionary into a simple namespace using the keyword that we imported earlier on, and just unpacking the dictionary. And the way you go about doing that, you just add double star, 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 and then without a space, pass in your dictionary. So once that's been done, Python does whatever it has to do behind the scene. And just to make sure that I'm not mixing up variables, I'm creating a new one called person, and I'm assigning it the namespace just to be a bit more specific in terms of what it is that I'm storing in there. So that way I know what's been stored just by looking at the variable. Now the dot access, as mentioned before, then becomes available. So now all I can do is call the person namespace and the dot name, which represent the value, the first key here, and the same for age, which represent the second key here. And if I try to add something that doesn't exist, I will definitely get an error. So we're gonna run this for a start, and you can see I'm getting Zoe and I'm getting the 30. And just to demonstrate the person. So we have person namespace, and then we're gonna try and see let's say surname to see if that's gonna come up. And if you run that, you can see there is a problem. You're not able to print or output that data because it does not exist. So we're gonna undo that and move on to the next stage. Now let's comment that out. And now I'm trying to I'm reading from a file, and the file name is the p.json, and the read mode is R. So and I'm reading the content of the file entirely and saving into content. Now here comes the use of JSON load. Because of that, I'm reading from a file, I need to pass in the content, which is what you see here. And then I need to call, I'm calling a function. So the way I go about doing that is just calling an existing variable called parameter called object hook, and then lambda, and then pass in whatever it is that I want to do. And the Python handles it and returns the person namespace. So now once I have that person namespace, I'm able to output these value once again. So we're gonna run that, and you can see I get Tembo 45, which is basically Tembo age 45 that you can see here. So Tembo 45, and if I need to assign or create a new key, just use the same person namespace dot the missing key, surname in this case, and assign the value directly. And next line, I output all of it. So I'm outputting the name, the surname, which is the new key I just added now. And as you can see, there is no surname in this particular file. And then I'm also printing out the age. So if I run that the second time, you can see that I'm getting Tempo 45 first, which is this value here. And then I add the surname, and I'm getting Tempo Kappa 45. So that is how you go about using simple namespace, an alternative to your what I call traditional way of accessing your data, from accessing data from your dictionary. So if you found this useful, and I hope you did, until next time, keep well. Bye bye.